Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, October 10th, and we are working on our second layout for my Take a Sketch / collection challenge. And this is the Echo Park paper collection that I am using, and that was I showed you the sketch at the very beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this wood grain paper. I'm going to cut the branding strip off, and then I'm going to go ahead and gut it. And we're just going to I just go 1 inch in on each side because we're going to save that and use that later on in the layout. I have 3 more after today layouts to create using this collection, and I had 6 12 by 12 pattern papers, so I will have 2 for each layout and the scraps from the previous one. So I will be able to have successfully said that I have this collection will be gone once I have finished the next couple layouts. So right there, I'm going to take that white sheet of it's just paper. It's not really thick, it's not cardstock, it's not anything, and I'm going to go ahead and that's going to be the background. The wood grain is going to be the border strip. I do come back after I'm done filming and add a piece of paper to the back of my layout to give it some stability, because that is a flimsy piece of white paper there. So just so you know, I do futz around with this for just a minute trying to get this, because it was so flimsy it just kept falling over. And I am almost caught up on my 30 days of sketches. I ended up with a migraine today, so I'm not feeling all that well. I did work outside. That was probably why. Work always gives me a headache. Anyway, right here, I'm going to go ahead and take the washi tape and seal that off, because at this point I hadn't really thought about putting another piece of paper on the back to make it sturdy, because I didn't realize how flimsy it was going to be. And the more that I work with the layout, the more I realize that it needs another piece of paper on there. Otherwise, it is just going to tear up before I get it into an album, and that would be very upsetting. Alright, so we're going to flip that over, and we're going to get that fun piece of flowered pattern paper laid over there where I want it. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I did trim up my photos. They are 2.5 by 2.5. I only had 2, so I'm going to have to cut 4 2.5 by 2.5 pattern papers just to complete the squares. Right there I've got 2 of the green, and then I measured that bird paper wasn't big enough, so I'm going to go ahead and use this bird paper. We're going to get him cut up, and then to fill the other circle, I'm going to go ahead and use a sticker from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Now you know I have the chipboard sheet as well, and it's like the exact same as the sticker sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and get this 2.5 by 2.5, and right there I realize it is not the same size. I did not cut it long enough. So we are just going to trim it again. Don't worry, this all becomes useful. That was my little faux pas. So I'm going to go ahead and get those kind of stuck down or set on the page to where I might want them. I do have a little bit of adhesive sticking out right there, so here you go right here. I set it on there one way, and I want it to run the same way as the wood grain behind it. And see right there, I am just going to go ahead and kind of figure out where I want everything, and that's the sticker that I'm going to put on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I kind of eyeball it and just get them all set down, or adhered down. And then I pull that one back up and do it again. And it just says it's a jungle out there. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I do hang that off just slightly from the page just to make it kind of work. And now we're going to get my first photo on there. And then the cute little birdie paper and then the second photo. And then I'm going to turn around, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to hear this entire collection piece down. I do grab my T-square ruler because, well, it wasn't going to work. It's down. I'm going to grab this cute little monkey from the chipboard sheet because I have always, he's almost 19 years old and I still call him Monkey. So I'm going to get that little guy stuck right over there. I'm going to hang that his little brown tail off because I got the brown of that jungle over there. And then I'm just going to take a look here and see what else I can pull. I do like this cute little banner piece right here. And since it's chipboard, you guys know it, it's got to have extra adhesive. And I'm just going to go ahead and layer that up right there, just to kind of finish off those bottom two squares. I'm going to grab this little penguin. I'm basically just using all kinds of jungle safari little animals that I have had in my stash. They necessarily do not go with the collection, or they didn't come with the collection, but they totally go with the collection. I'm going to put that little lion there on the branch, right? Who ever heard of a lion on a branch? I have, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put some grass right around him. Also, I am sitting outside, and apparently everybody in the neighborhood has decided to do yard work. I set the pace today as the pace car. Now they're all like, crap, she's got her yard done. And we just got a couple more things to do tomorrow. My yard is fully ready for the winter. All the fun stuff had to be put away. I do go ahead and pull this fox as well, and I'm just going to stick him right there. It feels good to use items up, and I am definitely getting these things used up. I am going to go ahead and create a fun little banner piece over here. That is not on the sketch, but I have a whole bunch of banners, so I'm going to make it work. And I'm going to have a second faux pas on this layout very shortly, but I hide it well. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off that one little banner. And then I'm going to grab my liquid pearls that I got, from my Close to My Heart. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a cute little string with the liquid pearls. I've been doing that a lot lately. And now because I have the liquid pearls out, I'm like, well, I need to put some little dots around the page. And eventually I stick my hand in one of them. I do not know which one. And end up smudging the page. Maybe we'll see it right here. It's the one by the fox is where I end up making the mark, but I have no idea where I put my hand in the page because you can't tell where there's been anything in the page. So I'm not 100% sure. But I just grab out some Heidi Swapp Color Shine. I just splatter up. And you can't tell. Yeah, totally. So I'm going to come in with these arrows, and I'm just going to stick a couple of these arrows around the page. And we get 3 on there. And then I'm just looking at the stuff that I cannot use, and I'm going to throw that to the side. I bet it's going to be right here because I'm going to add some of this washi right here. So I'm going to add the washi here. Right there. I must have had something on my finger because you see I just smudged up the dots, but it's okay. I fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that fun leaf one that came in one of my Studio Calico kits, and this one also as well came in a Studio Calico kit. So I'm just kind of getting them layered up on there. And then we're going to put another one. That's where I see that little, yeah, I see it. I wipe it up and I'm like, oh man, poo. I'm just going to go ahead and get another layer right up here. And we just tuck everything in. I grabbed the third washi that I threw in my kit. And we're just going to get the gold on there. Ta-da! And then I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I grab some blue. Now, here you go, right here. I'm going to like really splatter it. Yep. After that, there is not too much more that I'm going to do the layout. Give me a thumbs up if you like the page. Click that subscribe button down below. Also, if you would like to join me on Saturdays in this series, please leave me a message below, and I can always tell you what sketch we're using. And you can choose whatever collection you want. See you next time.